Hello all, my name is Harish. I'm here to share an experience on how LXC can make your life easy. Okay, so what is LXC? LXC aka Linux containers. If you want to know more about Linux containers, you can go through this. Okay, so prerequisites for this is you need to have a Linux container on your machine, and it should be working. So how to install LXC? To install LXC, we don't directly install LXC, we install LXD. So you do apt update && apt install d -y. This will install your LXD on your machine, and then you do lxd init and pass all the default configuration. Once done, you should be able to do LXC list, LXC, yeah. Okay, so let's forget about LXC as of now. We'll not be talking much on LXC today. We'll be talking on MySQL on LXC. Containerizing MySQL. Okay, so to give you a context on this is, I was talking to one of my friend, a developer friend who works in Bangalore, and then he was facing a lot of issues with MySQL, saying that he has a dev project going on and he has a MySQL and that crashes more often, and also there are situations that he has to deal with multiple versions of MySQL, and he has to face a lot of problem. He has to do so many tweakings, and it kind of wastes a lot of time. Okay, for that, let's focus on what we are going to do today. So we are going to containerize MySQL for that, and we want to loosely couple the data and the container. So to loosely couple, we are going to make a directory on the host machine that is mapping to a directory inside a container. So for that, let's go to apt and do make directory MySQL. It's created. Now clear it. Okay, so let's see what are the profiles available. The profiles available is a default profile. Profile is nothing but it's just a configuration file which has a configuration detail of a container. So every container has a profile. Let's see what this container has, what this profile has in it. So default, you can see it has device information, root system information, mount information. Okay, get off of it. Now we are here. Sorry, let's see profile. Okay, the next step is we gotta create a profile, and when we create a profile, we can use this profile to spawn multiple containers, and then we are good to go. So let's write to a file called MySQL profile, and then let's go here. Let's do some editing over here. Sorry. MySQL, name it MySQL. Let's do a partition. Mount mapping, device mapping. So call MySQL. You can give any name. But inside a container, source. which we just created, and we also want this MySQL to be created when this container is spawned. So user.user data, -cmd, and then if we do make error, this gives single quote MySQL. Sorry. Done. Anything else? No. Let's now create it. Linux profile. Create. Let me MySQL. And when we do show profile, nothing is there because we didn't enter anything. Cat MySQL profile, LXC and profile, MySQL, missing type. Oh, we missed it. MySQL, and then obviously this is a type. This is this done. Let's do a show. Done. Yeah. So we don't have any containers attached to it because we didn't spawn it. Let's spawn it. LXC launch Ubuntu. Or give a name MySQL and pass a profile called MySQL profile, not this. Cool. Okay, why Ubuntu 16.04? Good question, because I have it on my local, and it's like faster to download. It doesn't download it, it's already in local, so the container creation becomes faster. I mean, you can use any other image. So if you see, it is already created, and then LXC exec MySQL and capacitor. You can see we are already inside. And yeah, let's go to the place we just created. This create test file just to test whether if you're able to if your mount is correctly working or not. You can see it's working over here. Okay, let's see if you're able to create something. I mean, touch or scan, touch test 2 booms and denied. Oh, why is it like that? So for that we just go and check, and that's minus AL, it's root. Good. So there are two ways to make this available and make it writable. Either I make this container as a privileged container. What are privileged container? Privileged containers are those containers whose UID on UID on a host is directly mapped to the UID on a container. I mean, it's like a root on a host is equal to root inside a container, and then yeah, I mean, maybe I'll talk about privileged and unprivileged container in some upcoming post. So let's go and make this privileged. So how do I do that? LXC list, we have this container, LXC config set container name MySQL security.privileged true. Okay, so we just need to restart it. Restart MySQL Yeah, you can see the remapping file system. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let's make a different file too. We're able to create and we are able to see over here also. Okay, I'm doing this before because when I install MySQL, it should be writable. Okay. To install, just update. apt update is nothing but just updating your repository in your sources.list and install install mysql-server y. Okay, this will install the default version of MySQL which is available to my Ubuntu. So if you want to change the, if you want to run a specific version, you have to do mapping in sources.list for a specific version, and then you update it and then you install it. Yeah, clear. Okay, till then we can just check Galaxy info MySQL. This is, a view of a container from outside. It will prompt for a password. You pass a password and then you go ahead. Now let's view here. We can go, we can say, just see the configuration, config so. MySQL. You see the type, Ubuntu description, OS Ubuntu, security.privilege equals to true. This is the image ID and so on. It is attached to a single profile, and if you want to see profile, yeah, this is attached to one of the containers, and if you go in detail, it will, like, if you see, it will just mention which container it is attached to. Yeah. Okay. So let's go do a go-to. We did make the folder, we made a profile, we made a container out of it, we are installing MySQL. Okay, so another thing is that I will be making this profile available to I'll be making this profile available to public via Git. So if you want to know if you want to install and use this profile as it is, you just have to make sure that your folder is same folder structure. Yeah. Now, okay, let's check. It's on T306. Okay, now let's check if I'm able to reach MySQL from outside. Let's get happy. Just do telnet on the port 3306. Connection refused. The reason for this is bound to localhost. So if you do from here, again connection refused. So this server is refusing the connection. This is the one reason for that. We just need to do some setting in the my.conf file. MySQL.conf file. Okay. So before that, let's do some changes, configuration changes, and make data directory as a MySQL. So we go to etc MySQL dot conf.d mysql.conf. Just find a bind. make it available outside and data save it. Let's restart. We have a problem here. Yeah, now let's solve it. Before we solve it, let's systemctl stop MySQL. Oh, systemctl MySQL not loaded. Cool, that's the wrong name. Systemctl stop MySQL. Then let's see the status. Cool. So we have this directory of, let's create this out. Cool. Now, so just let's list out the content of file in MySQL. Okay, there are too much of content. What we do, we just cp minus, we just copy everything p from there to MySQL. So we go to MySQL. Let's first clear out all. Control L, then MySQL, and we see this becomes our data directory, and we should see everything in that. Let's update. So here we have etc conf.mysql. Editor. Let's update it. And let's update bind address also. Cool. Let's go to AppArmor.d user has been MySQL data and update these two entries. Okay, what is AppArmor? AppArmor is a Linux kernel feature. What it does is it decides the boundary of a process. I mean, it decides what process users can read, write, what sort of files and folders on a system. So if they breach the boundary, they are locked. I mean, the trace is logged in where log messages. Okay, let's now reload it. Systemctl reload app ermor correct, yeah. That is done. Now systemctl dot MySQL, it should start now. Oh, cool. It started. Let's go outside and clear it. Connect to this. So I'm able to reach this port, but it is not allowed. What is this? So if we do config, this is the bridge address of LXDBR0. Where is LXDBR0? Yeah. Okay, so there is one more level of security in MySQL. So let's solve it. MySQL minus u minus p password, create database test. Yeah. Now let's grant all privileges privileges on test.test. There. Let's use the username to username, that is root at let's do like this, root at, let's give the this should be my IP address, incoming IP address. So IDENTIFI identified by to choose a password. I already have a password here. Say Java and JDBC. Let me copy it from here. I'm going to use this password. This will grant, so there is a mistake. Let's copy it here. Typo. Hope it should work. Cool. Let's go to, this is my host machine. MySQL minus u minus p. Sorry. This is, I need to pass the host as well. And we need this password also. Not here. Here. Not here. Cool. Yeah, finally we are done. Okay, now this all is a first time setup, so all you can do is just lxc publish minus help. What is that? Okay, lxc publish. I want to publish which image? MySQL minus alias. Let's put MySQL image. So minus ideally we should stop the container. So when I do -force, it'll make an image out of it. -force is like it will first stop it and then it'll create an image. So I'll pause it for some time because it will take time to make an image. Okay guys, here image is created. So what I can do is I'll access LXC image list. So this is my image. So whenever I need to create a new image, new container, I can just use LXC launch image and then name of a container. So in my next part I'll be like talking about how we can create a multiple containers out of this image and then reuse it, and I delete my existing container and spawn up a new container without affecting the data. So when you see your data is stored in MySQL here, even if your container gets deleted, this is your host name. If your container gets deleted, your data remains safe, and whenever your new container comes up, it